Good evening and welcome to Express News with me, Deepika, your daily half-an-hour window that brings you 100 news and updates from the country and the world in 30 minutes. Let's begin. On World Wildlife Day, India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi took a lion safari in the Gir National Park of Gujarat on Monday. Prime Minister Narendra Modi was seen clicking photographs as he witnessed the families of lions. As part of his visit, India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi also participated in the tree plantation event at Singh Southern Campus in Gir. Prime Minister also chaired the 7th meeting of the National Board for Wildlife at Sasan Gir and launched the 16th Asiatic Lion Census 2025 initiative. Prime Minister flagged off patrolling bikes to be used by field staff for enhanced surveillance and protection of wildlife, along with interacting with the forest staff. Prime Minister Narendra Modi extended greetings on World Wildlife Day as he shared a video and reiterated India's commitment to protect and preserve the incredible biodiversity of the planet. Under Prime Minister Narendra Modi's leadership, India leads in wildlife conservation from 3,682 tigers to 675 Asiatic lions. India's efforts are setting global benchmarks. Monday is World Wildlife Day and India celebrates the rich biodiversity of the planet and reaffirm a commitment to conservation. India has been at the forefront of global conservation efforts. President of India Draupadi Murmu graced the Visitors Conference 2024-25, which was held at Rashtrapati Bhavan in New Delhi today. Addressing the gathering during the presentation of 8th Visitors Award, President Murmu said that the award highlights the efforts and contribution in the field of innovation, research and technology. India's External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar met Belgium's Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Maxime Prevot at Hyderabad House in New Delhi on Monday. Highlighting strong ties, Dr. S. Jaishankar emphasized the potential for a more contemporary partnership, focusing on semiconductors, AI, clean energy, research and innovation. Dr. S. Jaishankar also met Princess Astrid of Belgium, who is on an official visit to India from the 2nd till the 8th of March. India's Defence Minister Rajnath Singh met Princess Astrid and his counterpart Theo Franken in New Delhi. Addressing the Armed Forces Flag Day Corporate Social Responsibility, India's Defence Minister Rajnath Singh called upon the citizens to contribute wholeheartedly to the welfare of the soldiers and their families, terming it as the national duty of every citizen. India's Home Minister Amit Shah on Monday inaugurated the workshop on sustainability and circularity in dairy sector in New Delhi. Speaking at the event, Amit Shah said India's dairy sector accelerates the development of the country, but at the same time, it has a huge contribution in making the rural areas, landless farmers and small farmers prosper. India's Housing and Urban Affairs Minister Manohar Lal Khattar inaugurated the 12th Regional 3R and Circular Economy Forum in Asia and the Pacific at the Rajasthan International Centre in Jaipur. Highlighting the importance of the event, Rajasthan Chief Minister Bhajan Lal Sharma said, the biggest challenge we face is climate change and pollution, with its greatest impact seen in the Asia-Pacific region. Chief Minister of the Indian capital, Delhi, Rekha Gupta on Monday announced that the budget will be presented between 24th to 26th of March and will prioritize Delhi's development. Rekha Gupta-led Delhi government presented a crucial report on the city's health infrastructure and management in the Delhi Assembly session on Monday. Indian equity indices ended on a negative note in the volatile session on Monday. At close, the Sensex was down 112 points to stand at 73,086 and the Nifty was down 5 points to stand at 22,119. Indian rupee ended 15 paise higher at 87.36 per dollar on Monday. Gold futures maturing on the 4th of April were priced at 84,813 rupees per 10 grams on multi-commodity exchange. Silver futures for May the 5th maturity stood at 95,319 rupees per kilogram on the MCX. The centre has upgraded Indian Railways Catering and Tourism Corporation to Navratna status. IRCTC becomes the 25th Navratna among CPSEs after the government approves its upgradation to the category. India's purchasing power parity poverty line that stood at 12.2% in 2011-2012 has drastically reduced to just 1% by 2023-24 as per a study. The study further highlights a historic reduction in consumption inequality, which has dropped from 37.5 in 2011-2012 to 29.1% in 2023-24. India's Consul General in Shanghai, Prateek Mathur, paid a working visit to Al-Hub Hangzhou in the eastern China region. CG also welcomed and interacted with the Indian delegation for the 62nd IPCC climate talks. In a major leadership shift at 7&i Holdings, the Japanese retail giant, President Ryuichi Saka is set to resign, with Director Stephen Dacus poised to become the company's first foreign chief. Sri Lanka's inflation measured by the Colombo Consumer Price Index dropped further to minus 4.2% in February 2025, down from minus 4% in January. As the European leaders gathered in London on Sunday, France and Britain are proposing a partial one-month truce between Russia and Ukraine that would not cover ground fighting. The UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer announced a 4-point plan to work with Ukraine to end the conflict. Starmer also announced an additional $2 billion of UK export finance to buy more than 5,000 air defence missiles. Talking to the reporters after the summit, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has reaffirmed his commitment to signing a minerals deal with the US despite a heated exchange with President Donald Trump on Friday. Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov said on Monday that pledges made by European leaders at a London summit will not help bring about a peaceful resolution to the conflict, and added that tensions between the US and Ukraine shows how difficult it will be to reach a settlement. After the meet, Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk said European countries are convinced of the need to ramp up defence spending and increase aid to Ukraine. Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni stressed the need for unity within NATO and the West, warning against divisions after meeting Zelensky. Zelensky also met with King Charles III in the Sandringham estate in eastern England after attending the London summit. Arab summit is to be held on Tuesday, where Arab leaders are due to discuss a reconstruction plan for Gaza. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu attended his corruption trial testimony on Monday with the 14th hearing at the Tel Aviv District Courthouse. Netanyahu on Sunday said that Israel has accepted US plans to extend the ceasefire in Gaza by 50 days. Austria's Conservative People's Party leader, Christian Stocker, was sworn in as country's new chancellor on Monday. This ends Austria's longest ever wait for a new government after the September election. US Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick, in a Sunday Fox News interview, confirmed that tariffs on Canada and Mexico will take effect this Tuesday. US President Donald Trump will address a joint session of Congress on Tuesday and set out his vision for the United States and the world. Britain's privacy watchdog, the Information Commissioner's Office, has launched an investigation into TikTok, Reddit and Imgur over how they safeguard children's privacy. Firefighters doused a blaze that raged for hours at an oil refinery in the Russian city of Ufa on Monday. 1 week after suffering heavy losses in national elections, Germany's Social Democratic Party have staged a comeback, winning the Hamburg state election. At least one person died after an SUV drove at high speed into people in the western Germany city of Mannheim on Monday. South Korea and Singapore participated in the drills with Thailand and the United States on Monday as part of the annual Cobra Gold military exercise. Elon Musk's SpaceX is preparing for the 8th test flight of its Starship rocket, which is the world's largest and most powerful launch vehicle and aims to play a key role in SpaceX's goal of colonizing Mars. The Vatican on Monday said that Pope Francis, who is in hospital fighting double pneumonia, rested well overnight. Pope's condition was stable on Sunday and he no longer required the use of mechanical ventilation to breathe. Time to take a short break. We'll be right back.
Geopolitics and trade deals. Economic challenges amid development. Hard work and the path to prosperity. It's the economy, always. Between walkers, money is what money does and says. Supply creates its own demand. Between the bulls pulls and bears tears. When supply chains globalization and India rises to the podium. We'll get you centered with the Economic Brief at 8 p.m. every Thursday on DD India.
Welcome back after that short break. You're watching Express News. Let's continue. Wildfires erupted across South Carolina on Sunday, with the governor issuing a state of emergency. Nearly 4,000 acres have been scorched in almost 200 separate fires. Disaster struck northwestern Peru as intense rainfall caused a river to overflow, wreaking havoc on infrastructure and farmland. At least 150 families were affected. Residents began cleaning up work 2 days after Cyclone Kavans hit the island of Reunion, killing 4 people. In Japan, nearly 2,000 firefighters are battling the biggest forest fire in 3 decades as some 4,600 residents remain under an evacuation advisory. The wildfire continued to spread on Monday in northeastern Japan. Strong flames were seen burning multiple houses and trees. A new wave of cold air is sweeping across north and east China over the past days, bringing heavy snowfall and drastic temperature dropping of up to 20 degrees Celsius. Houses in parts of Indonesia's capital Jakarta were submerged up to their roofs and residents were waded through chest-deep floodwater. Over 1,000 residents have been affected so far. Doda town in Indian Union territory of Jammu and Kashmir was covered in a thick blanket of snow after the region received heavy snowfall. Srinagar city in Jammu and Kashmir received a fresh spell of rain on Monday, taking the temperatures to 5 degrees Celsius. The India Meteorological Department has issued an orange alert with thunderstorm and lightning with heavy rain or snowfall likely over Jammu region and Himachal Pradesh. MerMagicCon, the world's largest mermaid convention, was held in Silver Spring, Maryland. The 3-day MerMagicCon offered various activities including classes, panels and specialty programs. The traditional Ukrainian festival of Maslenitsia, marking the end of winter and the arrival of spring, is being celebrated at the National Museum of Folk Architecture and Life of Ukraine. The week-long festivities include traditional games, food and the symbolic burning of the Diduk sheaf, representing prosperity and the connection between generations. Samba schools paraded annual carnival in an event filled with glitter, music and dancing at Rio Samba Troop. The Samba schools compete in Rio's enormous and elaborate yearly carnival parade, often referred to as the best show on earth. Thousands of German revelers were dressed in colorful costumes. The week-long carnival celebrations take place in some predominantly Catholic southern and western parts of Germany. Thousands of Croatians paraded through the streets for the traditional carnival ahead of Ash Wednesday in Croatia's third largest city. Carnival traditions celebrate the last big bout of frivolity and rich food before the 40 days of Lent, when the faithful prepare for Easter with fasting, discipline, contemplation and prayer. Amsterdam's Van Gogh Museum and Lego presented bricks-built version of the Dutch artist's sunflower painting. Fans can recreate one of Van Gogh's best-known work at home with the 2,615-piece set that features the 16 sunflowers of the painting with adjustable petals. Michel won the award for annual World Seagull Scream Championship hosted in Dunkirk, France. The competition witnesses performers imitating the cries of seagulls shriek, and the best performance clinches the award. India's Ministry of Information and Broadcasting organized a trailer-making workshop in a Bengaluru college as part of the Create in India challenge in the backdrop of World Audio and Visual Entertainment Summit called WAVES. Hollywood on Sunday came together to celebrate the 97th Academy Awards to honor the finest achievements in cinema. Anora, a strip club Cinderella story without the fairy tale ending, was crowned the Best Picture at the 97th Academy Awards. Adrian Brody won the Academy Award for Best Actor in a lead role for The Brutalist. Mikey Madison bagged the Academy Award for Best Actress in a leading role for Anora. Anora creator Sean Baker won Best Director, Best Picture and 2 other Academy Awards at the Oscars on Sunday. The political thriller Conclave won Best Adapted Screenplay. The Spanish-language musical thriller Emilia Perez took home 2 Oscars, which were Best Supporting Actress for Zoe Saldana and Best Original Song. Kieran Culkin won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actor for portraying the chaotic but endearing Benji in Jesse Eisenberg's A Real Pain. In the animation categories, Flow won for Best Animated Feature, earning Latvia its first Academy Award, whereas I'm Still Here, a Brazilian film about a family torn apart by the military dictatorship, won the Oscar for Best International Film. In documentary category, The Only Girl in the Orchestra won the Best Documentary Short Film. The sci-fi film Dune Part 2, a sequel to the 2021 film, earned awards for Best Sound and Visual Effects. The fantasy film Wicked won Best Costume Design and Best Production Design, while the body thriller The Substance claimed Best Makeup and Hairstyling. India defeated New Zealand by 44 runs in their final Group A match on Sunday to set up semi-final clash with Australia in the Champions Trophy. Spinner Varun Chakravarti spearheaded India's bowling attack with a sensational 5-wicket haul, while Shreyas Iyer played a resilient knock of 79 runs. Australia announces young all-rounder Cooper Connolly as the replacement of injured Matthew Short ahead of their semi-final. Ajinkya Rahane has been appointed as the captain of Kolkata Knight Riders for the upcoming IPL season, while Venkatesh Iyer got the vice-captain's position. Grandmaster R. Pragnananda played out a draw with fellow Indian Aravind Chidambaram in the 5th round of Prague Masters Chess Tournament. India's Ritvik Polipalli and his partner Nicholas Perianthos upset 2 seeds Andres Molteni and Maximo Gonzalez to win the men's doubles title at the Chile Open tennis tournament. India's Yuki Bhamri and Australian Alexei Popyrin won the doubles title at the Dubai Tennis Championships. Brandon Holtz clinched the Bengaluru Open singles title with a 6-3, 6-3 victory over Shintaro Mochizuki on Sunday. Top-seeded Emma Navarro rolled out to a dominating 6-0, 6-0 victory over Colombia's Emiliana in the final of the Merida Open. FIFA lifted its suspension on the Pakistan Football Federation after it approved constitutional amendments validated by FIFA and the Asian Football Confederation. Barcelona secure a comfortable 4-0 victory over Real Sociedad on Sunday to move back top of La Liga standings. Argentina announced a 33-player preliminary squad for the March World Cup qualifiers. Messi-led Argentina will play Uruguay in an away game on the 22nd of March in Brazil at home on 26th March. Danny Wilpick scored an extra-time winner as Brighton beat Newcastle to reach the FA Cup quarter-finals. Fulham secured a 4-3 victory over Manchester United in penalties in the FA Cup. With this, United have been eliminated from the tournament. And Bournemouth are set to play Manchester City at home in the FA Cup quarter-finals. And with this, it's a wrap here on Express News for now, but news and updates will continue here on DD India. So don't go anywhere, keep watching and keep tracking DD India for all latest news and updates from the country and the world. Thank you so much for joining us right now. Namaskar.